Hey there, Luke with Canix here. Today we're going to be covering Canix's new feature, Intermediary Products. Intermediary products can be used in Canix's manufacturing module to granularly track costs, non-cannabis inventory usage, and yields through the manufacturing process without using an actual package tag. These intermediary tags only live in Canix's manufacturing module. We have added a new tab to the module, Intermediary Products, where you'll be able to see all intermediary package tags, both active and inactive. We have the tag number of the intermediary package, the item here, which batch it was in and which run it was created in, when it was packaged, and then the current quantity on that intermediary tag. So tags that are inactive have been fully used in that manufacturing batch. We have pulled all of the weight off of it. So as you can see, there's zero quantity left in these two tags, and they're both inactive. But if a tag still has quantity in it, and it still needs to be used on a manufacturing run or in a manufacturing batch, that status will be active, and we can still see that this tag has quantity in it. We do have a couple of views here as well. The default view here is all tags, but we can also see active or inactive tags here as well. Creating an intermediary tag in Canix is easy. I am here on a manufacturing run that I have created, totally clean, no sources or outputs have been added to this run yet. On this left-hand side, on the input section, we'll go ahead and add an active package that we are going to use. So let's say here, we're going to be using package tag 106 of this bulk flower. Instead of 4,600 grams, let's say we're just using 1,000 grams as our allocated quantity. We'll add this cannabis source package, and then let's say we're using some non-cannabis inventory as well. So let's say we're using some mylar bags here. Let's say we're using 100 of these. If we wanted to have an intermediary product created in Canix before our final finished good output package that we want to pull from this package source package of 106 here, this is where intermediary products are valuable and come into play. So on the right-hand side here in outputs, I can select add output, and here we can determine whether we would like to add an intermediary output or just a regular package tag output. We'll select add intermediary outputs here to create an intermediary tag. This will bring us to the create output packages modal, which should look just the same as creating a regular output package, but it will be an intermediary package here. The main difference is we can see the intermediary tag with INT at the beginning, and then the icon to delineate that it is, in fact, an intermediary package that we are creating. Everything else should be as normal. We'll select the item we're creating. Let's say we're creating some gummies here. We'll determine how many we are creating. So let's say we're using 100 of those mylar bags. We'll create 100 of these, and we'll select which location. Just like the creation of other packages, regular packages in Canix, we can select the production batch we would like to flow onto the intermediary tag, as well as a lot ID if we would like. And then here, we'll be pulling all of the source cannabis onto that intermediary tag. So 1,000 grams here, as well as 100 of those bags. Once we go and add to run, we'll see that we've used package tag 106, 1,000 grams will be pulled on, and 100 of those mylar bags will be deducted, with $55 of non-cannabis costs applied to this intermediary package. Once we go ahead and submit, we'll see that we have successfully submitted that run, and that intermediary package will be created. Now we can go to our intermediary products tab here, and we'll be able to see at the bottom this new intermediary tag that we have created with 100 each on the 11th here. Now we can come back to that batch and use that intermediary tag to create an actual output package and use the source that was pulled into that intermediary tag. So this is the batch that we created that intermediary tag on. Let's say we're just doing a second run here. Run 2. And for our inputs, now we can select to use previous outputs in a manufacturing batch. So these are the outputs that have been created currently in this batch we are using. I'll select previous outputs, and we'll see that we can pull in that intermediary tag. It's from run 1, we'll pull 100 each from that intermediary tag here. We'll see it's intermediary tag 19225 and then 1 at the end, 100 each of those Willoughby gummies. And we have that $55 of cost that we're pulling in from that non-cannabis inventory used on run 1. When we go here to add an actual output, we'll see that we're using an actual package tag at this point, 1723. Maybe instead I want to use 1735. You can use any of the tags we have available to us. And let's say we're making our final finished good here. So let's do one of our gummies again, pulling it on. Let's say we're actually making 80 this time, last 20. Select our location. And then again here, we'll be pulling that source quantity from that intermediary tag onto 1735. So we'll see we used 100 here. Once we go ahead and submit, we'll successfully have created that run. 1735 will have been created. It's our actual output package tag. When we go back to the intermediary products table here, we'll see that we have 0 left in that intermediary tag we had created, and it is inactive since we used all of the tag, which needs to be done to be able to create that final output package, which will actually show in our inventory here in inventory packages. Once we filter by our package date, find that package here, 1735. We'll be able to see we pulled that $55 of cost of that non-cannabis mylar bag. And we'll see our source package was that first source cannabis package that we used on run 1 to be able to create that intermediary tag. So the source package will not be the intermediary tag. It will be the source package used to create that intermediary tag that will flow as the source package to that final output package here we've created, 1735. I hope that intermediary tags are useful in your manufacturing process to be able to track those costs through however many steps you need without needing to use those actual output tags until the end. Thanks for watching.